Hello everybody, and today we're going to do a few examples on proving angle relationships. For 1, 2, and 3 here, the directions say find the measure of each numbered angle, so we have to find the measure of angles 7 and 8. And if you look how they are situated, 7 and 8 form a linear pair, and a linear pair is always equal to 180 when you add them up. So I'll set that equation up here, 5x plus 5 added to x minus 5 is going to equal or sum to 180, since a linear pair is supplementary. We'll solve this equation here. 5x and x makes 6x. I have a positive 5 and a negative 5. They undo each other. So we're just left with 6x equals 180. And if we divide both sides by 6, we will find that x is equal to 30. Now, that doesn't answer the question. The question is we need the measure of angles 7 and 8. So we'll write this here. Measure of angle 7 is equal to something. Measure of angle 8 is equal to something. We take this 30 and we plug it back into the 5x plus 5 and the x minus 5. So for angle 7, 30 times 5 up here is 150, and 150 plus 5 makes 155. Now that we know one of two supplementary angles, you have a couple options. We could take this 30 and go back into x minus 5, or you can take 180 minus 155, and either way you're left with 25. And those are the two answers we're after. Remember, you can always check yourself by summing these two angles to make sure they add up to 180. Alright, we got quite a few angles to do in number 2 here. Got angles 5, 6, 7, and 8 to find. Now, there are 4 separate angles, but they're all making it's a linear set of angles. They all are going to add up to 180. So each of these expressions, 5x, 4x plus 6, let's write those down here. 4x plus 6, and we also have a 10x for measure of angle 7. And then the measure of angle 8 is 12x minus 12. That's going to add up to 180 degrees. Alright, we'll go through and solve this. Like terms, 5x, 4x, 10x, and 12x add up to 31x. We also have a 6 and a negative 12, make it negative 6. And let's see what else we have here. Yeah, we're still equal to 180. And then I want to add 6 to both sides. 186, and then we'll divide by each side by 31. 31 goes into 186 6 times. Now, that is not our final answer. We need to take this 6 and plug it back into each of the angles to find their measure. Measure of angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, angle 8. Okay, going back to 5, we have to take 5 times 6, and that gives us 30 degrees. For measure of angle 6, we have 6 times 4, which is 24, plus 6 gives us another 30 degrees for angle 6. For number 7, 10 times the 6 is 60. And for number 8, 12 times 6 minus 12, it gives us 60. And those are our 4 angle measures for number 2. Let's look at number 3. We got to find measure of angle 11, 12, and 13. Now, 11 and 12 have a relationship. They are vertical angles. Vertical angles are congruent, so we can set 11 and 12 equal to each other. 11x can be set equal to 10x plus 10. I want to solve this for x. Subtracting 10 from 10x from both sides, we're just left with x. X is 10. Now we need to find all our measures here. Measure of angle 11 is 11 times 10, which is 110. The measure of angle 12 is vertical with 11, so without even solving it, we know it's going to be 110. But then that brings us to 13, and we have to think, how is 13 related to 11 and 12? Well, 13 is a linear pair with 12 or 11, so if we put all that together, it has to sum to 180. We've already established 11 is 110, add 70 to that, and you'll get 180. So there is our 3 angles for number 3.